Zoe, are you there? What a ship, what a ship.
It's a championship, it's a friendship, it's a relationship.
And all that means is what a fellowship.
Everybody,
Ought to be on board.
are you on?
Are
Like,
you on
at
board?
the end of church, like, I don't know if y'all did, but like, at the end of church, they used to shake hands with everybody.
Yeah.
They do it at the mega churches.
No.
I don't even feel
Some, but you know what?
yeah.
It depends. So fellowship is not a mega church. You know fellowship?
Yeah.
But it's a big church. And he shake hands
Yeah.
every Sunday after church.
I ain't never been to a mega church. I
You
think
ain't never been to one?
not like the actual service.
Well, you know what? They don't shake hands at no mega church. I ain't never seen one now that you think about it.
I don't know how they do nothing, bro. Like, I still go to our own country
What church you go to?
church. St. Mary,
63rd off of Halsted. I know that church. I grew up partially at Antioch.
Oh yeah, right down the street.
Yeah, I'm sure.
37.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Zoe. Oh. That's my fault, y'all. What a ship, what a ship. It's a friendship, it's a kinship, it's a relationship. And all that means is what a brunch bunch ship. It is Friday Eve to Fair pre-favorite day of the week. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for some throwback hits. It is Thankful Thursday right here on the Brunch Bunch, and you're rocking with your main man, Action Jackson. Woo! Now, unfortunately, Tamara Fair is not on the air because, you know, she is the superstar, and she will be in the air shortly traveling to her alma mater, Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee, which she does each and every year for the past, let's say, 10 years since she graduated college, you know. So we are praying for her safe travels. I believe she may be calling in, but we got a great guest for you today. It is Thankful Thursday. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be speaking to you today because many people were not on the wake up list. And I'm thankful that God saw fit to give me another opportunity to get it right. And I had this conversation with someone. We're always saying, thank God I'm alive. And I said, well, if heaven is our goal and heaven is so great, why don't anybody want to get there so quickly? But I get it. You know what? If you're like me, and you know, we all fall short of the glory of God. So every day we need another opportunity to strive to make it into heaven. And so I'm glad for that opportunity. So you know what, today I want to hear from you, believers. I want you to call in and tell us what you're thankful for because we overcome by the words of our testimonies. And you know what? Somebody out here in Radio Land may need to hear your thankful testimony. Call 855-999-1390. That's 855-999-1390. Tell us what you're thankful for. We're going to kick it off with my main man, Jarrell, in the studio. Jarrell, tell us what you're thankful for.
I wasn't ready.
I know.
I'm just thankful for another day, man. I'm thankful that I got to make it to work today because everybody didn't get to make it to work today.
And everybody don't have a job to make it to.
Amen.
So that's enough right there to be thankful for. Let's see our Gen Z in the building. Justice, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the same things. Thankful to wake up, another day, see the people I love, see the people around me. Another opportunity to make something of my life,
That's a good thing to be thankful for. You know what? Sometimes we say, oh, that's it, or that's all you got to say. But you know what? We take for granted the little things. You know what? I'm thankful that my fingers, all 10 of them, can move. I have the activity of my limbs because guess what? Some people could have been walking yesterday and not walking today. I'm thankful for he woke me up this morning, started me on my way. The old song used to say, in my right mind, because somebody could have woken up and they were not in their right mind. So call 855-999-1390. And on Facebook, drop in the comments what you're thankful for. Zoe said, I'm thankful for my life, my job, and my family. That's enough right there to tell them thank you. We got a call on the phone that's going to kick it off. Caller, tell us your name and why you're thankful.
He also woke my mother up, who made 80 years young.
Woo!
April, praise God, 88. And my son had a stroke and a heart attack.
Whoa.
My God. He's back renewed in his right mind, and he's doing therapy. I'm thankful and grateful for that. My mother and my only son, 52 years old, Alfonso D, is still here among the land of the living.
All right.
A heart attack and a stroke.
Well, God is a keeper, and he can do anything but fail. So we're going to continue to pray for you, continue to listen to the Brunch Bunch. We love you, and we're so glad that you're thankful. All right.
Praise God. I love y'all so much. I listen every day. I'm a faithful listener.
Thank you. Well, listen, caller, keep listening. We're going to keep this Thankful Thursday going. We got another call on the line. Caller, what's your name, and what are you thankful for?
Yes, sir. My name is Thomas. I'm listening to you guys from the great city of Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I am just thankful to wake up on this side of the dirt.
Amen. I know that's the truth. You know what? My pastor's mother, Mother Lavanya Whitley, always says she'd rather be here than in the best cemetery that money can pay for. So I'm with you, my brother. Thank you for listening all the way from Grand Rapids. Keep listening to the Brunch Bunch on this Thankful Thursday. Listen, believers, keep calling in. That's 855-999-1390. Tell us what you're thankful for on this Thankful Thursday. You know what? I believe we need to show more gratitude, right? And especially gratitude towards the Father in heaven who provides us the opportunity to live, breathe, move, and have our being. And we want to just hear from you on this Thankful Thursday. Call 855-999-1390. That's 855-999-1390. We're going to keep taking it up because before we go to commercials, we're going to play this song in honor of this Thankful Thursday. The Lord is blessing me right now. Bishop Larry D. Trotter, Sweet Holy Spirit, right here on the Brunch Bunch on Inspiration 1390. Oh.
The call's coming in. Huh?
Cut it up, son.
Yeah, bro. I almost ain't making it in on Monday, man.
Why? What happened? You was about to get abducted by the Chinaman? I just wanted you to say. Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. I was driving from Michigan, bro, coming back up, and I hit the gear, bro.
When we come back, you got to share that.
No,
listen, that's a testimony.
I was feeling some type of way, but then I came up to her, and then they was like, you had issues on one day too. So I was like, my situation wasn't even that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got to talk about that. Listen, Jarrell. Yes, let's do it. We're going to bring you in first. We're going to talk about that. Because you know how many people hit deers and die? You know how many people hit deers and in hospital for months, years? To survive that is a testimony. Your car gone? Dang. And that deer probably got up, didn't he? No, he did. What part of Michigan you come from?
I was coming from East Lansing.
Oh.
Michigan State. He was coming back 2, 3 in the morning. He was popping out of nowhere.
To God be the glory. It could have went another way.
I hit the deer split. If I would have hit it like a little to the left or to the rock and swerved,
Let me sleep too late. He woke me right on time. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Hey, come on in, Karen. How you doing? Come. I know, right? Come on in.
Okay.
Okay, how long this song?
We got 2.5 minutes. Adam was texting me and said, I think Larry Roberts is here.
Oh, Karen, can you do me a favor? Justice going to assist you with getting on our live, but before we do that, can you send him information about the center that we can print a little about you? What you? No, after this we got to go to the thankful. We got to go to your testimony. Hey, you're a radio personality. Podcaster. I'm gonna write down something. Tina said he hit Bambi. Dang, dang, dang. Talking about he tore Bambi up. He cooked him sideways. Listen, Facebook. Today, usually Tamara does behind the scene questions, but we want you to just tell us why you're thankful. If you got a testimony, share it. I'll share it on the radio if you want me to. But we want the believers to hear that God is still in the blessing business. And if we continue to share these testimonies, it can encourage other people who are going through similar situations. So drop in the comments what you're thankful for. The phone lines are blowing up, Jarrell said. Not right now, no. After the testimony.
You got 40 seconds.
Okay.
All right. 30 seconds. Okay.
She's so hurt that she's not making it today. He woke me up this morning. He started me on my way. The Lord is blessing me right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not maybe. The Lord is blessing me right now. You have to confess that with your mouth. And I want you to repeat after me. The Lord is blessing me right now. Jarrell, where you at? You supposed to be my amen corner.
Amen.
Well, you know what, believers, we're asking you to call in at 855-999-1390. Share what you're thankful for on this Thankful Thursday. If you have a brief testimony, now don't make me do it like I had to do in church and come pull your coattail, because we don't have a lot of time. But we do want you to share, because the Bible teaches us that we overcome by the words of our testimony. Now, Jarrell was mentioning during the break about a testimony that I asked him to share briefly, because God is still in the miracle working business. Jarrell, what happened to you?
Man, so over the weekend, I got a baby sister who graduated college, right? She graduated from Michigan State University, right? So me and my family, we drove all the way to East Lansing. And, after the graduation, on the way back, we decided to leave, 2, 3 in the morning, because my sister had a flight to catch at like 6 a.m.
Right.
And on the ride back, I was driving somewhere between, 80 and 90 miles an hour.
That's why you don't have to tell all that crap, but we got you. You going fast.
I had my sisters in the car with me. I had one of their friends in the car with me. I was going really fast, and I hit a deer. I hit a deer flush going about, really, really fast. Like,
yeah.
And the deer, it was his last day. But I walked away from the situation untouched.
But God.
The car is total. You know what I mean? It's out of there. But I didn't have a scratch on me. My sisters was okay. And it was a scary situation, but that's why I mentioned earlier today that I was, thankful to make it to work, because I almost didn't make it to work on Monday.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And you know what? The car is total, but the car can be replaced. Yeah. Thank God that you all walked away with scratches, because there have been people who have had incidents with deers that didn't walk away. They couldn't do anything, and God spared your life. Man. You were covered by the blood, and we thank God for that. And you know what Jarrell also added? He said he had been going through, but here's another thing. Sometimes we go through and we think we just, having the worst time of our lives. And then when we hear about somebody else's situation, we say, you know what, God, let me just calm down a little bit, because it could have been worse. And he said, I heard what you were going through on Monday, and I said, you know what? I made it here. I'm okay. So you know what? That's why we have to share our testimonies and what we're going through. We're all going through something. But sometimes the enemy, of course, he likes to attack our mind. And he wants us to think that we're going to do the worst thing in the world. but it could have went another way. It could have been worse. We got a caller on the line. Caller, tell us your name and what you're thankful for. Caller, you there?
I'm here.
What's your name and what are you thankful for?
I'm Evangelist Brown, and I'm thankful for life, health, and strength. Glory.
Oh, glory.
I'm thankful that he died when he rose again. Hallelujah. I'm grateful for that. But most of all, I'm grateful because he got up with all power in his hand over heaven and earth. Hallelujah. That means that I have the victory.
Yes.
I'm a winner because I belong to God. And most of all, he kept me from seeing and unseen danger. I've been through accidents. I've been through health diseases. But I'm delivered from all of that. Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah.
The greater one is down on the inside of my soul. Hallelujah.
Oh.
I'm grateful. Every day I get up, I'm grateful.
Yes.
I'm praising him. I'm magnifying his name. I'm glorifying
Hallelujah.
him for the little things. And I'm grateful.
Evangelist Brown.
I'm still here.
Evangelist Brown, don't you stir us up too much in the studio. You about to have me run around. Listen, all manner of evil, but you are still here.
I'm still here.
To God be the glory. Evangelist Brown, we love you. Thank you for rocking with the Brunch Bunch. Keep.
And I have one thing from you all before. So I'm just grateful for y'all as well. Keep doing what you're doing because you magnify God. You on the ether way, sending it out every day. So I'm telling you, somebody getting the good news.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Evangelist Brown, we love you. Keep listening. Listen, I love when the Holy Ghost filled saints call in. We got another call on the line. Caller, what is your name and what are you thankful for?
My name is Tina Hammond.
All right, my girl Tina, what you thankful for on this Thankful Thursday?
I'm grateful for being with my husband for 41 years, for being married for 34, and for having 2 children that God has blessed us with an amazing family because I would have never thought all the things that I've been through that I would have a family because that's something that I didn't get growing up. So I'm grateful to God for that.
Wow. What happy anniversary because 38 years is a long time. 41 years together is a long time. And you know what? What God put together, let no man put asunder. You know, you guys are in covenant together, and I know it was nobody but God that kept you together this long.
That's right. Thank you, Jesus.
Listen. Thank you, Tina. You always listen. Listen, Tina is one of our premier listeners, and she tunes in every day on Facebook. Believers, call us, 855-999-1390. Tell us what you're thankful for. We are magnifying, glorifying, and giving God all the glory on this Thankful Thursday because it is due to him, and he deserves it. And you know what? Thank you makes room for more. So when you're grateful and you're thankful, he makes room for more. And our other producer, Zoe, is working behind the scenes. But after all of these testimonies and after Jarrell's testimony, she texted me and said, I put another song in and we're dedicating this to all of you who are calling and talking about your testimony because guess what? The blood covers and it still works. It's Throwback Thursday right here on the Brunch Bunch on Inspiration 1390.
It was shot over 2,000 years ago. But it's still saving right now.
All right, so Tammy text me because yes, and she was like, "Oh, my girl Karen." I'm like, "I'm glad you texted me because when she said I can't make it," I'm like, "Well, maybe I won't make it either." But she said, "Karen, I guess." I said, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna make it." So no problem. Because we want to make sure everybody knows about your grand opening and the great work that you're doing. And Tammy was telling me other stuff that you do with the certifications and all of that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to pump it up.
Yes.
Thank you for calling in, Tina. Zoe said, amen. Thank God you are safe. All are safe, Jarrell.
Yeah, that was very scary.
Joy said, I'm thankful for all things.
Yeah, and he's my little sisters too. You know what I'm saying? I've been their protector my whole life. I hate for something to happen to them.
Oh, your watch, right?
You know, and like the deer antlers, one of the antlers did go through the windshield. It just the
Wow.
airbag was kind of blocking it. You know what I'm saying?
God blocked it.
Right. So my sister was in the passenger seat. I'm like, look at my sister like shit.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
And that's why we have to shed it, because sometimes we take it lightly. But that is nothing light.
My goodness.
Yeah, it was like 2, 3 in the morning, so it's getting
Okay. Did you mute?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't add her yet. You know what? I'm in the wrong stream. I'm on Friday. I meant to tell you to change. It's not Friday, believe it. Zoe did take it. It say Friday. But I just got a call about a friend of mine, a family friend. His mother passed away, stepmom. And then when he sent me the flyer for the funeral, it was a picture of his stepmama and a guy. And I'm like, huh? I said, who is this? He was like, her brother. And I said, wait, what happened? Was it like a car accident? He said, no. She went in for a procedure. Supposed to have been a minor procedure, never came out of the hospital. And then her brother died the next day. Just a heart attack. And I'm like, what the chicken?
Right. That's a lot.
I'm like, but that's a lot. So we got to, you know, Effie Roth used to say, we could be here today and gone today. And not gone tomorrow, gone today. Yeah. And that could have been a situation. We could have been on here saying, we praying for the family of Jarrell.
Yeah.
You know, or it could have been a double, triple funeral, you know, but thank God. To God be the glory. So you share that testimony because God did it.
Wow. That's crazy.
And you know why he did it? Because you been here clapping to that gospel music.
How'd you do that? How'd you look at the Friday thing?
You know what? It was on the top. So I just was moving fast. Okay, you can fade this out. Go to commercials. We got you up in about 5 to 6 minutes. Cut that down soon. Oh, I didn't want to do a business spotlight live. I'm enjoying these testimonies. I love when the callers listen, call in too. That's all.
That's why I don't think you heard me. That's why I asked earlier.
Right. Let's see. I was trying to.
This business spotlight was brought to you by the Dream Center Co-working and Business Support Services.
Attention motorists, get your new Buddy Bear yearly Buddy Pass for as low as $17 a month for the entire year. No matter where you are, through the 15 locations, you can go anytime and get your car washed every day if you want. All year long, Buddy Bear members will receive exclusive
after the commercial, we'll take the call.
The membership. Go to BuddyBearCarWash.com. That's
I think one of them is DJ Bilo. Yes, Tina. Lord have mercy. I'm praying for the family strength too. Because there's nothing like having to deal with grief and death back to back to back to back. And especially, I have never been to a double funeral. And I've watched some, streamed them online, like when tragic car accident. Yeah, and you got to have the mom and the kids. And I just couldn't imagine that.
But I know for Pastor Maurice.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember, but years ago, we buried his mother on Sunday. And we had a wonderful homegoing celebration. And I promise you, a week later, we were back there burying his son.
Do you have dry skin, fine lines and wrinkles? Or do you just want
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Then you need
just mortified.
This black-owned, woman-owned vegan line has all the ones your skin could ever need.
We were right back
Develop
there.
your skin in luxury with
hey, Bettina, what's going on?
And makeup that is also talc-free and cruelty-free. The foundation is weightless and feels like skin. The lipstick and eyebrows are so pigmented and come in a variety of gorgeous colors that there is sure to be something for everyone. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself and go to VGBstore.com. That's VGBstore.com.
You heard what I said, right? About
we don't just cover imperfections. We reveal
Larry is here. Is he here?
I don't know.
Hey there, Chicago.
Tammy didn't tell me that, and I just talked to her. But that don't mean it ain't true either. Okay. So I'm gonna take the caller doing what's going on.
We turn your property dreams into reality. Don't let financial hurdles stand in your way. Our seasoned team is here to guide you every step of the way. So whether you're buying,
Facebook, we're asking the believers, what are you thankful for? Drop it in the comments what you're thankful for. If you got a brief testimony that you want to share, drop it in the comments. Evangelist Brown took us higher, didn't she? You know what, Jarrell? I used to do this at least once a week. We got to keep it going. I like the callers calling in.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, on this Thankful Thursday, what's going on is we're asking you believers to call in and tell us what you're thankful for. You know what? We have to make it a habit of sharing our testimonies with people, sharing what God has done for us, because we never know what someone is going through, how your story may impact them. I'm thankful on this Thursday that Valencia is still here in the land of the living. She is thriving and surviving by the grace of God. I'm thankful that MJ, who y'all pray for me because the terrible twos, I'm telling you. I didn't think that was a thing until he threw a specifier at me yesterday. I said, the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. I said, no, bro, you better watch it. You better throw something else. You won't throw nothing to nobody else. But you know what? I'm thankful that he is in the land of the living to be able to throw the pacifier. I'm thankful that Maddox, although he came 2 months early because of unfortunate circumstances, is thriving. So I'm thankful. I'm like, was it Tina said, I'm thankful for my family because I never would have thought I would have this beautiful family and be where we are today. And no matter how bad it gets, I am just thankful because thank you makes room for more. And you know what? If I lose everything, as long as I have God, I can start all over again. So believers, we get call in 855-999-1390. Tell us what you're thankful for. We got some callers on the line. Caller, what is your name and what are you thankful for?
Hello.
Hey, caller, what's your name and what are you thankful for?
My name is Sherry James. I am thankful for God waking me up this morning, clothes in my right mind, doing for me what I can no longer do for myself. Lady, most of all, I am thankful for God for waking me up this morning, not knowing I would receive a call today at 5:30 where someone needed to be dropped off at the hospital. And he is a close friend of mine, 78-year-old gentleman, was in a whole lot of pain. He called me and asked me, can I drop him off at the hospital, 5:30 a.m. And I took the time and said, I'm not going to just drop him off at the hospital. When I got there, I sat there and I waited until all his procedures, x-rays, and everything else was done. And I'm just now making it back halfway home. But I'm grateful that God got me up this morning to be a vessel, to use me as a vessel in someone else's life who really needed some help.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful to God for waking me up when he did.
What,
and I thank God, mainly most of all, I thank God for life and life more abundantly and for helping me to stay on the right track. And that's in Jesus' name. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for life and life in general.
Oh, yeah. How is your friend doing now?
Well, he's doing just fine. He had some complications going on with muscle spines and different things. But right now, he's doing much better. They gave him they sent that prescription for medication and everything.
Okay.
And, so I would pick that up before I go home and make sure that he's okay.
Well, I'm glad you were there to assist him because it could have went another way. We're going to continue to pray for you and your friend. And thank you for listening to the Brunch Bunch. We're going to keep this Thankful Thursday train rolling. We got another call on the line. Caller, what is your name and what are you thankful for? Caller, can you hear me? All right. Well, that caller, you there, caller?
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. I've been here on so long.
Oh.
My name is Connie Glasgow. And last week, I left my friend's house on 97th and Oakley. and I ended up in the dark. I didn't know where I was. I had driven home asleep. I was in my garage. The door was down. The car was off, and it was pitch black.
Wow.
I don't know how I got home.
Wow. To God be the glory that you made it home safely.
And that I turned the car off.
That and that you did that. Listen, right? Because you were in the garage. I almost missed that part. God, to God be the glory. God, thank you.
I had insomnia for 3 weeks. I'm out of it now.
Listen, thank God. We're going to continue to pray for you. Make sure you're getting you some rest and be careful. But thank God he covered you. That's what the blood does. It still works. He covered you that you were able to make it home and cut the car off, because that could have been an incident in itself. We're going to keep praying for you, Sister Connie. Keep listening to the Brunch Bunch, and we are thankful for you and that you are still in the land of the living. All right. Listen, Jarrell, we got another caller?
Yeah, we do.
We got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and what are you thankful for?
Hi, this is Jessica, and I'm thankful to be in the land of the living and for life.
Go ahead, Jessica. How are you? Listen, Jessica, I thank God for your life and for your spirit. Jessica is wheelchair bound, but she has one of the most beautiful personalities and spirits that you would ever know. She's been a faithful listener of the show, I think, since I got on the show. And anytime I see her at an event or, in the community, she rolls up on me and she's just smiling and telling me how much she loves us and the Brunch Bunch. So, Jessica, we thank God that you are still in the land of the living. And we thank God that he has given you a spirit, because you could be mean and down and asking questions, why me? But you're always trying to light up somebody else's life. And we love you, Jessica.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too, and I love you too. You encourage me also.
Oh, thank you, Jessica. Listen, we're going to keep this Thankful Thursday rolling. This is so great. We got a great guest in the studio that we're thankful for. And you know what? As we're talking about testimonies, and sometimes we ask God for things, for health, for strength. Then we ask him for material things. But when God gives it to us, we forget to say thank you. We forget to say, you know what, Jarrell, let me tell you how God blessed me with the desires of my heart. But you know, what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? It's Gain the World, James Hall, on this Throwback Thursday right here on the Brunch Bunch on Inspiration 1390. All right. Woo. Now we got you now. We got more callers. We're going to start the interview, and we may interject a couple in right before I go to song. Did you print any info of Karen?
Yeah, I printed it all.
What a show. Yes, Jessica is, she tunes in on Facebook. Okay. I met Jessica. She's a part of the Answer Incorporated Autism and Developmental Disabled Organization. Doing great work. Okay. And she's in a wheelchair. I can't think of what the disease is called. But, okay. But she...
Sorry, you want me to make trying to make some interview questions or anything like that?
No, I got this. I just need you know what? I'm going to do it like old school. I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to say, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, right.
I got you. Yeah, there we go. And Tammy told me you're a little nervous. I got you. I got you. We go. It's fun. You see, it's easy.
And I was here years ago, but this place is changed.
Oh, yeah. But we used to be downstairs.
I was here years ago with John Hannah and Angela.
Yep, that was on 27. It was a lot different. Yeah, it's all upgraded now.
Man, it's beautiful. Y'all got food out there.
Yeah, listen, you know what? Did they used to do that downstairs? Feed? But see, I never went. Yeah, I never went to the back.
It was just so many more people that if they put food out, it was going in 30 minutes.
There was a lot of more people.
3 times as many people. 3-4 times as many people. You know, the pandemic, everybody working home now. And nobody came back.
Yeah. Yeah, and downstairs was sectioned off.
It was.
Yeah, it was like, and our studio was like right when you got off the elevator. Yeah. So you didn't have to, we didn't have to walk to the back. I don't think I ever really walked down that hallway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because we was right there. When you got off at 27, you make that left, we was on the right side. It was two studios right there.
I remember. And across, literally, you can see
Yeah.
into each other's studio.
Yeah.
It was DCI and 1390. I'll never forget. Yeah.
How many minutes on this song?
Yeah.
Let's fade this. Let's take another call and then we'll go into the interview.
I gotta finish one more commercial.
What's commercial that? Okay.
Hey guys, it's Tamara Fair
and Action Jackson
from the Brunch Bunch. Now, your home is not just a place.
Karen
It's a
Hackman.
lifetime of memories, hard-earned
Carruthers.
and cherished.
Oh, okay.
At Secure Home and Automation, they understand what it means to protect
One
these
arm.
memories. As a Greece authorized dealer, they stand guard over 1 million homes and businesses.
I was going to say, are you related to Ike Carruthers? The name is definitely different.
And you know what? Their response center is ever vigilant, providing
You know who that is?
monitoring for burglary,
Yeah.
carbon monoxide, and medical emergencies.
One of the best to ever do it.
All industry standards. With Secure Home and Automation, they have the
Keystone
power to
Enrichment
customize
Community
your
Center.
solution.
This is the address.
You got Susan Brown. You know my name, Susan Brown.
So let
She on the
Secure
line?
Home and Automation
How you? Oh, I
be
tell you their
part of your
name.
story,
If they
a
call,
part of your legacy. They're safeguarding your home and preserving your peace.
So go ahead and call 866-447-3344. That's
I ain't gonna say the name. What if it's like a call ID and they name is somebody else? They phone play.
Secure Home and Automation. You've heard the name. Now experience the promise of ultimate safety that they bring to your home. Call Stacey Chauncey at 866-447-3344. Stacey Chauncey, 866-447-3344.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your main man, Action Jackson. Actually, I'm changing my name. It's your main man, Thankful Action Jackson. On this Thankful Thursday, I am so elated with all of the calls and hearing these testimonies that I got chills. We've heard from car accident victims in the studio, hit Bambi and is still here to tell the story. You know, Pope Bambi, but listen, but we've heard about people in the hospital who made it out. We've heard about people making it home after they blacked out. Now listen, and this is a joke, but it's serious. When I was younger and I used to drink and party, I'll never forget one time I was out in the south suburbs. I got on the highway and I don't remember anything from getting on the highway to making it home. But that's when I decided that was not the life that I wanted to live, because it could have went another way. And so when she talked about being blacked out, I could remember, it brought back to my memory. And I said, Lord, I thank you because you kept me. At 23, I could have been out of here, but he kept me. And so that's why these testimonies are so amazing. We got one last caller on the line that we could take before we hop into this interview. Caller, tell us your name and what you're thankful for.
My name is Susan, and I'm thankful for God saving me. I went through a major health crisis where I was in the hospital for a week, unexpectedly out the blue. I felt perfectly fine the whole time, begging to go home, and my numbers weren't right. Had 2 major procedures I never had in my life before because of the seriousness of the situation, and was able to get out and had more problems when I got home, when I got out. So guess what? For every problem that popped up, he had a ram in the bush of one kind or another, from a $500 out-of-pocket payment prescription that I could not afford because I had a whole week of missing 2 entire jobs that ended up being completely free.
Wow.
And didn't have the supplies that I needed for the problem that I had. So it occurred to me, I said, I said, God, why don't you give me witty inventions? I'm thinking of business, right? But that's why I love to hear you all. And, it hit me in the midst of this. He was giving me witty inventions for the things that I didn't have that I needed to deal with my health problems. Things you wouldn't expect to do to address the issue that you're dealing with because you don't have the right equipment.
Yep.
But it's like, oh, hey, do this way instead. And I said, I gave myself no credit for that. I said, I got to give you credit for that.
Yep. Look at God.
Yeah, and not only because I'm thinking I'm so smart. Look at you, you all. It's smart. You got that together, and it was like, wait a minute, no, God told you that. God told you that. It was like every little thing I had a problem with, He showed me a way to deal with it.
Wow.
And I said, wow. I said he was so all up in my situation. I mean, it's no denying it. It was such a thing where I had to stop worrying about stuff when things would come up. Oh, I know you're going to take care of it, just like you did the last stuff.
Yep.
Because it was just that consistent. It was like something new would pop up, boom, He would take care of it. Something else, boom, take care of it. And it's like, well, how am I going to deal with this? Boom, took care of it.
While you trying to figure it out, God is already working it out. Listen, Susan. This testimony, we all in here, we just listening, we thanking God, the guests just thanking God. I wish we could keep going. But we...
I wish I could give you the detail. I won't give you the detail.
Yeah. Look, I would tell you, the old preacher would say, you ain't got to tell it all. You got to tell it all. Yeah, but you know what? We're thanking God that He brought you out and going to continue to bring you out. And we're praying for you, Sister Susan. Keep listening to the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Listen, you know what, believers? The Lord just dropped in my spirit an old song. God specializes. And you know what? We have to remember that God specializes in the things that seem impossible. When you think it's impossible, it's possible for God. And we're so glad that our next guest, and that last testimony kind of helped lead into this, because our next guest is all about enrichment, helping people. She's on this journey to help people through their health. And that is how I originally met her. And she's a good friend of our very own Tamara Fair. And I ran into her at the screening of Tamara's new movie, Kingdom Reign. And when she heard my name, she said, wait, we talk, we know each other. And we started talking about how we know each other. And it was because when Valencia was first diagnosed with cancer, Karen was sent to me by Charmaine Riquette, the owner of Uncle Remus Chicken, and said, you need to talk to her because she can help you help Valencia. And we connected then, and she got me into some conversations and conference calls and rooms with doctors, and it was an amazing divine connection. And I'm so glad that we were able to reconnect this Sunday and see each other, because she has some great things going on that I would be remiss if we didn't have on the show to talk about it. And that's none other than Karen Carruthers, the owner of Keystone Enrichment Community Center. Let's give another Brunch Bunch welcome. Woo, woo, woo.
Thank you.
Karen, how are you feeling?
I'm wonderful. It's such a pleasure to be here.
We're so happy to have you. So I'm going to put you on the spot.
All right.
We're on this Thankful Thursday. I want you to kick it off before we get into this interview. What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for so much. And I want to touch and agree with Miss Susan.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think the things that I'm doing is a good idea. And the Lord corrected me. It's a God idea. It's a God idea. So thank you, Susan. And so I'm grateful for life, my wonderful children, my family. And I'm just grateful for the things that the Lord has placed on me to accomplish certain things. And He has made a way out of no way every time. And it's a sustainer in my life, and just making sure that it all comes to fruition.
Yeah.
It has not been easy, but God.
But God, listen, we just talked about He specializes in the things that we think are impossible, because we serve a possible God that can do all things. And so, Karen, I want the believers, before we talk about Keystone Enrichment, if you could just tell the believers a little bit about your background and what you do.
Okay. So, my degree is in nutrition, and I'm a bilingual nutritionist. I speak Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So for years, I've been working in various nutrition agencies, or childcare agencies, as their nutritionist, monitoring daycares, and I still do. So that's one of the things that I do. But as my life has journeyed forward, the nutrition kind of has expanded. So now I have an educational business, a for-profit and a nonprofit. So with the for-profit, which is Keystone Education Center, I do teach Spanish, food safety, sanitation, CPR, first aid, of course, nutrition workshops and food demonstrations. And now from that spun off the nonprofit Keystone Enrichment Community Center. And so this health journey has just grown so much that I do gardening now, container gardening. I raise chickens, I raise ducks.
Oh wow!
So I get
You
fresh
should
eggs
brought me
every
some
day.
eggs.
I do. I get fresh eggs every day, and I just love it. And so this is just a different level of health and nutrition. And so now we're about to open the community center this Saturday, 5706 South Carpenter, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's the grand opening, but we're going to have live animals there, greenhouses where we're going to be doing gardening classes, all kind of workshops for kids and adults, parties. The place will be able to be rented for events.
Oh
We're
wow!
going to have community events, family events, even church outside. So, yep, the Lord is blessed, and it's a phenomenal God idea.
So I love that you got the for-profit and the nonprofit side, right?
Yes,
And so let's dive into, and congratulations on this grand opening of the
thank
Keystone
you.
and Richmond Community Center. Now,
Thank you.
57 in Carpenter, what community is that?
It's Inglewood.
Inglewood. I thought so. I said that for Tina Hammond, who tuned in. You know, I'm from out west. I don't really be knowing. But shout out to Inglewood then. And Inglewood has a lot of great things happening. And I'm glad that the community is rebuilding Inglewood and not letting people from outside the community come in and rebuild. So kudos to you for keeping it there. What are some of the day-to-day programs that Keystone and Richmond Community Center will be offering to the community?
Okay. So, art classes for children. We'll have art classes, and then we will have growing and learning how to grow vegetables and fruit classes. So, gardening classes for children and adults, Spanish for children and adults. Um, we will also have experience with the animals, so the chickens and the ducks, and they will actually be on site so the children can see them, touch them, see how the eggs are laid and understand the eggs and produce just don't come from the store.
You're right.
They come from something else before they get to the store. So we'll have classes on educating our youth and adults on that type of those type of things.
The gardening and the art.
Gardening, correct. We will have workout classes. So
okay, I'm gonna have to
exercise
get in one of them.
classes. Yeah. Nutrition workshops. I also work with Akana. So Akana is a wonderful industry where we are all into health and wellness. So we'll be doing some Akana classes, workshops, um, all kind of things. And then it can be rented for weddings, parties, events. I would like to have movie nights, some evenings. Graduation parties can take place, workshops, yoga. It's going to be a lot of different things.
And I heard you say you work with daycares, right? As a
Yes.
nutritionist. So is this going to be a place where daycares can bring the kids for field trips?
Yes, correct.
And okay,
Correct.
that
Field trips. And so the border of the wooden fence is a lot and a half. And all of our Black history is painted all around that fence.
wow. And I saw that on the picture, and
just
I
the
didn't know
front.
if that was the fence. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a mural. That's cool.
No, that's the actual fence.
So what encouraged you to say, all right, I'm doing the for profit, but I want to start the nonprofit?
Just want to give the knowledge that I have, and the Bible, and just life in general talks about, once you make it up the ladder, turn back around and help somebody else up. So the nonprofit is a way for me to just continue to share the knowledge with our people and help everybody grow as a community. I'm all about community, independence, and kingdom growing as well. It's about kingdom building too.
I love it.
Yeah.
The devil is a liar too. You know what?
Yes.
You in here talking about healthy eating and workout classes and yoga, and the TV behind you got steaks and potatoes, and I'm like, oh, and apple pie. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get me some. No, but let's stick to the healthy, right? Why is it important for our community to have healthy opportunities and alternatives?
Sure.
And because you're a nutritionist by trade, so let's talk about that.
So your health is your wealth. I mean, you could be a very wealthy person financially, which we all strive for, but you might not be able to enjoy that if you're sick in the hospital. Your health is your wealth. And then you want to pass on generational health.
Yeah.
Along with generational wealth. But
I like that. I never heard generational health.
Yeah, generational health is important. How we show our children to eat healthy. And there's nothing wrong with having dessert and fast food, but not every day. Every day, every meal, all day, we just popping it out and soda, and we don't even like water, don't drink water. It's becoming an epidemic, and our children are becoming more and more overweight, high blood pressure. There's some things that we can prevent. So what I like to teach is preventative. This is prevention. But I like the balance it with enjoying life as well.
Yeah, because a lot of times when we think of these healthy programs, weight loss and all that, there is no enjoyment attached to it. It's like you starving yourself or you can't have nothing. I knew a guy, I won't say no names, a high profile brother who would only eat one time a day, one egg and like 3 leaves from a salad. And I'm like, bro, I don't want that diet. No. I don't want to, I want to be able to enjoy it. So can you share with the believers from your professional hat? And you don't have to go in depth, but what are some things people can start doing? They're saying, okay, I want to start eating healthy. But of course, the first thing we say when we start talking about eating healthy is it's so expensive to eat healthy, which is more expensive to order on Uber Eats every day.
To eat out. Okay. And what's even more expensive is bad health.
Yeah. Expensive financially. Physically, emotionally.
Yeah, it's draining.
So for the people that are listening and saying, okay, I'm glad you got a nutritionist on. What are some key steps that people can take to just start on a better path to eating better?
Okay, so that's a great question. The first and foremost is drink more water. If we decrease our sugar, and I'm not saying, deprive yourself. I'm not saying go vegan and just eat raw. That's not for everybody. But we can definitely start to increase our water intake. And we can definitely move at least 30 minutes 4 days a week. Those 2 things right there. And incorporate 1 salad a day. That's just the way to get started.
Now, is it okay if on my salad there is jerk salmon, a lot of ranch dressing,
fried chicken on top?
Is that okay? No, or you said just eat the green?
A plain salad. No cheese, just a plain salad. Vinaigrette dressing. Enjoy the freshness of the salad.
So one fresh salad a day. Is anything? Look, I'm taking notes.
And fruit. And at least a piece of fruit a day.
And a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
And then you can still have like a regular lunch or dinner if you want to, but just try to incorporate. This is the start.
That's a good start. Your water, your movement, your fruits and your vegetables.
Now, I was told, and you could help me dispel this if it's not true. I was told if I drink 100 ounces of water a day and get 8 hours of sleep, then I would just start to see some weight loss.
Yeah. Water increase, that's if you would decrease the other things, for instance, too much salt and too much sugar. It has to be a balance. A little balance.
Okay. Well, I'm on that track. So I like water though. I'm so glad that MJ, who was only 2, he don't want nothing else. He just want water. He loves it.
Start our children like that.
And I love that you are doing the Keystone Enrichment Community Center to help the kids in the community, because we got to start teaching them generational health.
Yes, sir.
That is so dope. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna get some T-shirts made. We can sell them. Oh, you got? Oh, I have
a YouTube channel called Generational Health. So,
I love that. I love that.
We're putting up videos, short segment videos on just how to eat healthy, how to cook healthy, how to do all of that.
So this Saturday, May the 4th,
correct,
2 p.m. to 6 p.m., 5706 South Carpenter. You're having your grand opening celebration. What all will be happening between 2 to 6, and who can come?
Anybody is welcome to come. So we'll have food. We're going to have mocktails and smoothies.
Okay.
We're going to have games, fun. We're going to have raffles. Prizes. There's a lot of activities, and just tour the property and just see what it's about, and then see how people would love to visit. We have a reading program that we're going to get into. We can host retreats, and just for people to come and see how this will work for them, their organization, their communities, their individual, their families, and just come and support.
And how much does it cost?
The grand opening is free.
It's free. Listen.
We're so excited, yeah.
Come out this Saturday. Meet Miss Karen Carruthers. You can RSVP by calling or texting 773-612-2280. That's 773-612-2280. RSVP, let Miss Karen know, or call to find out about the space. If you want to rent it, if you want to partner. The good thing, I'm going to give you guys a tip. that I learned early on. When something is new, you got to get in where you fit in before it blow up too much. And then you call them like, I want to partner on the program. And they're like, oh, we already got that. So connect with Miss Karen now. All right. Yes. It's like, because I like the opportunity to bring the young people. I want to come. Please. I want to bring my kids. I want them to be able to see what time do they lay eggs? Because I want my fresh. Is it like the Krispy Kreme sign? Fresh eggs, pull up. But I want to see that, because that's it. And of course, growing up in the inner city, we don't see chicken laying eggs. No, we don't. And it's been an experience. Oh. I love it. I do want to give a shout out to Limitless Bartending. They're doing the mocktails and the smoothies. So I'm excited. We're going to have fun. Also, my accountant, Levon, she's going to be providing the food. Okay. And she made sure that the desserts are going to be donated as well. So just grateful for all of those. She gets great tax accounting services. So I just want to shout out those individuals and anybody and everybody who's supporting me, my family, my friends, Jorge and his family. Just so grateful, because without any of them,